When Adolphe Binder was assigned the artistic director of the Wuppertal dance theater, she had this vision of creating two original works, and she wanted the first to be mine. She had been chasing me for years, and she created the circumstances that it would be able for me to create something for the dance theater, and so I accepted it. I met Pina in various occasions. We were never very close, but we knew each other, and I was always an enormous admirer of her work. And I remember her tender embrace. The title since she was given by this, I have this genius friend, Angelos Mendis, who is the godfather of my works. So he comes approximately one month before the premiere, and I ask him, what do you think I'm doing, what is it about, and how should I call it, and he tells me. And I asked him to come to Wuppertal, and after 3 or 4 times that he saw the run-throughs, he called me and he told me that he thought that it should be called Zeit Z. I did not ask the dancers question. I asked them to play with their imagination and the objects that I would offer them, or the ideas. Suggest some ideas that are mainly, they are never psychological, they never have a theme that has to do with thoughts. It is always, they're always visual tricks and visual questions. Religious iconography, I would say more, because also you have the Byzantine halos. It's a reversal of some religious images that I do use. By working with humans, there are situations and images that I recognize from the art history book that is in my head, the encyclopedia. And because I do not use words, and and also I am not a choreographer that knows how to compose movement. In my pieces, people move in very difficult ways, and maybe in a way I think they dance, but they definitely do not dance in what we consider to be the vocabulary of Western dance. At least they don't use that, they never do. So when I'm trying to communicate ideas, I inevitably fall back to the archetypes that we all recognize, and then I inevitably fall back to the Greek myths, because they are the origin of the archetypes that we know in the Western world. And following that, of course, the Christian iconography is something that we have been influenced so much. And so sometimes I recognize visions of birth, unison, sacrifice, fertility, hostility, that are all expressed in myths, and I encourage this as a method to communicate without speaking. I have worked in opera, and I am in a way bombarded with propositions for opera. I'm not sure if it will be included in my next parts. I'm 55 years old now, and it takes for me at least 2 years to create a new project. So I do not have a lot of time to engage in projects that I do not write my own. And I don't know how many creative years I have in front of me, so I would like to write some more works. And writing works means not directing a play or an opera that is already written. My next project is going to be the second international co-production, and I'm extremely lucky and grateful that so many institutions and cities have joined in. It will premiere on the 6th of May in Athens, and then it will embark on a 2-year world tour. And this is all I know. But I have also just completed the cast, and I am curious to see what I am going to do.